Good afternoon, Trev's Travels by Narrowboat. How may I help you? Really? Stop press. Urgent message coming through. What do we have? You've just had your first Patreon subscriber. Oh, what great news. Ruben Spur has just... Oh, well, hello Ruben. Welcome aboard. I hope you're enjoying looking at some of the clips that are not seen on YouTube or elsewhere. Well, that's very kind of you. Well, that was a good call, wasn't it? I've just received my first Patreon on my YouTube channel, Trev's Travels by Narrowboat. Welcome aboard, Ruben. Well, that's 2 locks down, 15 to go. So we are at lock number 15. The first 2 were empty. Well, I see that this one, some nice person has left the paddles open at the top, which really helps, doesn't it? Conserve water, leave the paddles open. Don't think that's the saying, is it? Conserve water, close all paddles and locks when leaving. Unlike what somebody has done for me. One paddle left sky high. Now, I can understand if they don't quite go down properly and you don't realise. That is blatantly left up. So, paddle closed. I'm going to leave it unlocked at the moment because, of course, I need it in a moment. Yes, that does annoy me when people fail to follow protocol and leave gate paddles open. It just reminds me of the Middlewich branch, which got flooded a couple of years ago due to exactly that reason. Right, I keep, when travelling, the BWB key, the boat keys, around my neck. Oh, here we go. BWB key into the lock. I should be able to. There she goes, unlocked. The rest of the lock empty. Let's open the gates. Gate swings open nice and easily now. I, of course, will make sure it's closed. All the way down, relocked. More to do after this one. They start getting closer together. It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing how many nice, helpful people you get when on the canal. The lady up in front there, you might just be able to see walking her dogs. She closed the last lock for me. A gentleman on his way to his allotment closed the lock before for me. And they're just like walking their dogs and strolling off somewhere. It's a different life on the canal. Even people that have nothing to do with the canal seem to want to help and be friendly. It's an amazing life. I'm loving every minute of it so far. Don't see anything to change. I'm just exiting lock 13. I have now, it's the main flight. 12 more locks. So what's that? 5 down, 12 to go. I'm slowly getting up these locks. This is lock 11. I believe. So 10 more to go. This one's ready to go. Let's push her open. I do hear I could have problems in front of me. Apparently the CRT's up there trying to drop water down into some of the pounds. Where I complained earlier about a boat leaving paddles open, well apparently they did that all the way up the flight last night. So yeah, complete idiot of course. They don't realise what problems they cause to the network when they do things like that. But we'll carry on. Don't let it upset you, just do what you have to do. If I don't get there today, I'll get there tomorrow. I have no idea where I'm going to anyway. My lock getting up onto the roof ladder system is working very well for me. Here we have one of the lift bridges still in place. It looks like it's been recently repaired. Looks like it's got some new wood on it. Very nice too. It's nice to see them keep them, even if they're not used anymore. They are part of our history after all. I'm just going to nudge up against the gates and jump off and go and open them. Not quite sure. That's must be a guy pointing something, or a gun, whatever. He's left-handed, like me. It's all made out of wire. And this here's his missus. All made out of wire too. Basket. Don't we all, Lillian? We all love the canals. Daffies are looking nice, and the bluebells are just popping up through them. They'll be out in flower very soon. Snowdrops have gone over now. Yes, this is snowdrops have all gone to seed now. Amazing what you find along the side of the canal sometimes. My boat's trying to leave on its own now. It's up against the front gate. I guess I better go and open the gate and let her out. This is the way I single-handle lock flights on my own. Come around and close the gates, leaving the boat just sitting in the exit of the lock there. Hopefully I've judged it just right, and the lock gate just passes the button on the tail of the boat, which it did. I can then continue to shut the gates. Me shutting the gate. Once the gate's shut, which it is now, I'm back over to my boat. Jump back on the boat and go forward to the next lock, which I've already walked up to and got set, so it makes it a lot easier. I don't have to moor up at the lock landings and try and get the boat off the face and back up into the lock again. Now this is where my loft ladder comes in very handy. This is lock 6 I'm coming into now. So that means that's 12 down, well this is 12 down, 5 to go basically. Halfway through this one because I do have it set. I did intend to leave about 7 o'clock this morning. By the time I'd done the pre-checks and grease and oil and all the other bits and pieces, I didn't actually leave my mooring until 8 o'clock this morning. I just bumped that now coming into this lock. Wasn't very good, was it? Into the lock I come, on the roof. Up I come, onto the roof, grab my rope just in case I need it. I don't normally, but I do take it up with me just in case. Put it up on there. Windlass can go over there as well. Now I walk down on the roof to the lock ladder. Step onto the lock ladder. Climb up and out. Walk down and close the bottom gates. Years ago I was stepped across these one to the other, but they used to have the rails on the other side, so it made it easier, so you could step across easier. Now with the rails on the outside of the lock gate, there's nothing really to go across onto, and back down to close the other gate. My way back down, just grab the rope. It's not really doing anything, but I'm just going to put it around the bollard once, so I do need to grab it. It's there to grab, and close the other lock gate. Gate closed. Back up to the top end of the lock. Grab the windlass on the way, so I left there, save carrying it around with me, and open the paddle. This is a tough one, so I'm going to have to put the camera down. I'm only using a short handled windlass, and some of these locks are a little tough on the short handled windlass. Now I'm going to go up and set the next lock whilst that one is filling. This is lock 5, so I'm definitely getting through them. I was a bit worried about doing all these in one day. I didn't know if I'd have enough time. I think I do. It's currently 1:20. This lock is nearly empty. I'm just going to open one paddle. Back up on it. Quick check down the boat. It's just about up in the lock below us. So by the time I open this gate up, which I'm doing right now, across the top lock. There the lock is empty. come back down to the bottom of the lock. Windlass. These locks use the smaller hole on the windlass, like so. Release the catch and let it down gently. You want to drop them so you damage the paddles and gate mechanisms. So we wind it down. Some people just let them go, but there's how you damage them. There it is, check it right down. And swing the gate open. There's some steps on this one. We might as well take the steps down. Lift bridge here as well, which we will come under. These lift bridges are always left up. They're really just an icon these days. There used to be access to farmers' fields. Not quite sure. See that? There's one. We've got 1 more mile to go to the top of the flight. Well, actually 1 more mile to go to this canal. Northampton Arm. 1 more mile to the end. Well, that's me just leaving lock number 3. That leaves me 2 more to go. This one is lock number 2, which I have set underneath the bridge and straight into the lock. It's a humpback bridge and single lane traffic, so the cars toot before going over the top, warning to oncoming traffic. This is bridge number 4, although I don't think there's a bridge number 1. I think there's only 2 more. And the summit can be seen from here. The last lock is just up there in the distance, not very far away. I'll put both in this one and go and get set ready. Robbers Fort flight completed. Top lock number 1. Leaving. Oh, that has just taken me 6 hours and 45 minutes from leaving Northampton to exit in the top lock on the Robbers Fort flight. I don't think that's too bad single-handed. Not if I was in a hurry or a race. I thought it was going to take me 2 days. It took me 2 days going down. Right, let's close this gate. Ready for the next people. So I made it up to the top of the Northampton flight a little bit quicker than I actually anticipated. I went from there to the end of the Northampton Arm and filled up with water, and I was going to stop somewhere around Gayton Junction there for the evening. Well, there's all long-term moorings as you turn north there onto the Grand Union Canal for quite a long time, and then the moorings weren't particularly that great, and I seemed to get a second wind, so I decided to carry on all the way to Bugbrook. And that's where I end this journey, at the wharf inn at Bugbrook. That leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and join me now over on Patreon for some special treats. Trevor out. Well, last night I had a complete change of plans. I had no intentions of going to a pub last night until I read on the internet that last night was the last night for pubs to be open in the UK. I was intending to go and have a couple of beers on Tuesday next week in a pub. That's my birthday. So I decided to bring my birthday drink a couple of days early. So I stopped here at the Wharf Inn last night at Bugbrook. And good beers and good people. Haven't been here for years, but it hasn't really changed. I recognised the place as soon as I walked in. And they still have the ball pit there. I remember them putting that in about 20 years ago. Anyway, time for me to make a move. Target today is Long Buckby.